Hello everyone. In this module, we'll learn about reservation system in India, which is, you can say, the root cause of many issues in the country, such as low productivity in government departments, corruption, many other things. So let's start. So this reservation system is basically, as you know, that India had caste system. And to many decades ago, to uplift the lower caste, people from lower caste, government sponsored this. They created a panel and they gave their recommendations that we should give reservations in all government jobs, at all level in education, suppose, in medical, engineering, even all kinds of colleges. So basically, if somebody is from these lower classes, which government actually decides who gets classified in which different system, I mean different categories they have: scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, and then some minority religions, and it varies from state to state. um, so they will actually have seats reserved for them in government jobs, in engineering colleges, medical colleges, and any other place where actually the responsible entity for running that organization is government, like police, all other government departments, banks, because in India all the banks are nationalized. So what that actually means is that these people may, when they're competing with general category students, their scores in the placement exams to get that job or a spot in engineering, medical college, or any other educational institution, as long as these places are run by government, it could be orders of magnitude lower than the students in general categories or the candidates in general category. So you can actually, the previous article I was this referring to, it's from Wikipedia. It's a very, actually very extensive, a lot of very good references. You can read more about it. Um, so this is in the gist that these are affirmative actions type of measures, where they have other backward classes, Muslims. In some states, they got classified in under backward classes, and it goes in certain states all the way up to 70% seats are reserved. Only 30% seats or spots are available for general category. So this is a tremendous drag on the GDP of the nation. And at every step, every place, any department, as long as it's run by government, you have now lower productivity. Um, So this is not something based on merit. That's another problem, that these people might be availing the benefits for generations and generations. But even if somebody becomes like a top ranking government official with government of India, his kids will still continue to enjoy these benefits, even though in terms of resources availability, that person actually may be far better off from someone in general category. He might be, multi millionaire, but doesn't matter as long as it's from the same caste. There, his kids are gonna continue to get the benefits, and it's for not only he or she. It's based on no merit, just strictly on which caste you are born in. And this article, talks about it, how these different categories got introduced when British were ruling India. This policies of divide and rule, and then pleasing certain categories of population, and then going against certain others. A very extensive article. You can read the history and now how bad it has gotten to the point. This talks about the reservation in employment, reservation in education, um, So there have been many, you can search other YouTube videos and people have wrote against it, but I don't see actually any time the reservation going away soon, because this has become a very big political issue. And like I said, certain states, the percentage available for general category might be less than 30%. It is not based on population. This is not based on your financial status. This is just strictly based on the caste and the scores, the cutoff limits in general category versus in reserved categories, orders of magnitude different. And this article talks about, certain states, how many spots in jobs are reserved for these categories. Okay, so there are few sectors which are excluded from reservation, like armed forces, certain areas, like nuclear science or this and that, where government feels that they really need highly capable people. They Certain areas are excluded. But again, this is only in government sectors, not in private sector. Um, Again, this some states even actually have started reserving the seats for women too. So certain percentage, like at the local level elections, certain seats might be reserved for women. Okay, and then this article, they all talk about the history, Mandal Commission, which was a very popular, this basically it was like a committee constituted long time ago, which gave their recommendations, and then this expanded these reservations. They got continue to expand, but then those recommendations were only, few years or not forever. So this talks about, like, the state of Tamil Nadu. The reservation is seats are 69% and very few seats available in open categories. Um, this article, talks about that now, certain categories which are currently in general category, they are also demanding that they should be included in the reserved categories too. So you can read more about it, because this is like dividing the country into different sects and castes. And so this, I just took a few lines off of the previous article. Um, this is a very big legal and political issue, and it is very difficult to get rid of because all the political parties are in it. Because anytime a political party will try to get rid of reservation system, they are afraid of losing power. So now you understand that why the quality of education is so low in India, because a lot of these people who are actually becoming teachers or who are working in any government department, they when they got the job or when they went to their college to get education, they had to actually achieve very low threshold compared to one in general category. So we'll just stop here, and you can see a lot of videos on this topic on YouTube, and search as search on Google or other places.